I often get inquiries about how to patina your pewter project, and there's a few tips and tricks that I have kind of come across during the time that I've been doing this. And the most important thing when you want to get a good patina process is to make sure that you do clean your project very well before you apply the oxidization patina. The patina that I use is Jack's Pewter Black. I'm not able to ship this. There are some restrictions to shipping. It's so corrosive, so there are some limitations to shipping it, and you can purchase Jack's Pewter Black online, or you can use something like Novocaine. So to come back to when we want to do our patina, the preparation in cleaning the pewter is, for me, almost the most important thing. And what people often do is they do clean the pewter with something like an alcohol swab. You can also use some rubbing alcohol with a cotton ball and give it a good cleaning. Once you've cleaned this with the alcohol, the important thing is to immediately wipe off the residual alcohol and the grease. It doesn't help to just clean it with the alcohol but not remove the alcohol and the grease. And if you don't do this step, it creates almost like watermarks, or just does not allow the patina to take very well. Normally I use gloves whenever I work with the patina, so now that I'm using a brush and not cotton wool, you could probably skip this, but I do find it's better to err on the side of caution. So I've poured out some of the patina into my glass container, closed up the lid of my bottle, put it away, and I have a paintbrush that I use dedicatedly for patina. Dip it in the solution, and probably have a little bit too much here, but agitate and make sure that you get this into all the nooks and crannies. Important to work in a well ventilated area, because it does have release some gases. It does contain hydrochloric acid and selenious acid, so just make sure that you are in a well ventilated area. So make sure that it goes into all the nooks and crannies, and try and keep the solution moving so that it doesn't puddle in one area. Once you feel that it had covered all of the patina, I take my paper towel, dry the pewter, if you want to make sure that the patina had stopped oxidizing, sometimes it's a good idea to use a little bit of water and some cotton wool and just do a wash over the pewter. That definitely stops the oxidization process, and then you can start with the polishing. I use a Never Dull black magic wadding polish. Take a little bit of the wadding, close the can of the polish, because it's got quite a smell to it, and then work on the surface of the pewter and apply the polish. And people often ask, when do you know when you can stop? Well, it's kind of a bit of a personal preference. I usually polish until I see things start lightening up, and in some of the areas you'll see that it creates like a bit of a black mush. So at some stage, when you feel that you've removed enough of the patina off the raised areas, you can stop. I'll use my paper towel and polish it up to a shine. So You want to continue to polish until your paper towel comes away clean. A good way of polishing is folding your paper towel into quarters, giving it a good little rub, apply a little bit of elbow grease. And keep changing up the side of your paper towel. And once your paper towel comes away clean, you'll know that you've removed all of the polish and that your project is good to go and ready to be sealed. So one of the things to keep in mind whenever you have applied an oxidization patina is that you do need to seal this with either gloss or satin lacquer. Spray lacquer, it doesn't matter what brand, there's lots of expensive ones out there. I usually just go for the hardware brand, home brand that they have, and you'll do a spray. It'll be make sure that you're in a well ventilated area, preferably outside, and your project will be sealed. If you don't seal it, it will oxidize again over time and turn black, and usually that's a bit of a problem to clean up if it's already part of another mixed media project. One of the other ways that you can create a look of tin or aged tin is to oxidize the embossed pewter, and instead of polishing it up, use a sanding block or a sandpaper and just remove the patina off the raised areas, and that gives you like an antique tin look without the gloss of the polish provides. And when you do happen to seal it, you would choose preferably a matte or satin sealant so that it gives it that aged dull look. And so I'll do a quick sanding. So instead of applying a polish, to shine it up, we'll just use a sanding block and sand off the patina on the surface of the pewter so that it gives you that nice flat aged look. Okay, there we go. Give it a little wipe and be sure to not dispose of the remainder of the patina in your wash basin. What I usually do is I use the paper towel that I've used before, and I pick up the remnant of this and put it into the garbage. The reason you also don't want to put it back in the bottle that you is that it will contaminate the rest of your patina, and eventually it will not be as efficient when you do want to apply the patina process. So here we go, some tips and techniques about how to patina your pewter project.